Let's talk in more detail about various networking elements, the individual things that make up a network. The main device for the internet is the almighty and all-powerful router. Its job is to constantly communicate with neighboring routers about the best pathway to send all of the packets that are coming through, and to keep routing lookup tables that it will use to direct these packets onto the right path. The hub, and more recently the switch, is used to interconnect all of the devices within local area networks, and often is combined in the same device as a router, especially with home-based wireless routers. A node or host is simply any device within a network, whether it is a router, hub, switch, mainframe computer, printer, PC, or Mac. There are many different protocols that are a part of the networking world, and you need to be familiar with a few of them. TCP/IP is the primary protocol of the internet. It is what the ARPANET came up with way back in the 60s. It is what makes the internet work so well. OSI is a protocol mainly used for teaching network concepts, further dividing the 4 layers of TCP/IP into 7 layers, helping to better clarify what is happening as devices send various messages on their merry way across the wild world of the internet. A LAN is what you plug into at home, or at work, or at a hotel, or anywhere that you can use a device to access the network. Its main protocol is Ethernet, which we'll discuss in a bit. A WAN spans large areas, cities, states, countries, continents, and is the interconnection process using routers that makes up the internet. The internet is one big WAN. RIP is one of the many different languages or protocols that routers use to talk with each other, keeping track of best pathways and building lookup tables. HTML is what web pages are made of. It is quite possible you have done some work with this protocol. There are newer versions of this and newer protocols like CSS and JavaScript, but HTML is the basic foundation on which web pages are built. HTTP is the way web pages are sent and received across networks. SMTP is the mailman of the internet, receiving and delivering email messages from one place to another. POP is the post office of the internet, storing email messages that have been received so that you can retrieve them at your convenience. Ethernet is the primary LAN protocol that is in use today. It uses several different ways to connect, either with wires that plug in, or connecting through wireless means, or using high-speed fiber cables. There are 3 common topologies that have been used over the years. The ring topology was once used when the token ring protocol was popular, but was phased out in time in favor of Ethernet. The bus topology was another, older way to connect devices, with a single cable linking all of the nodes together. The star topology is commonly used today, with the hub or switch as the main device that serves as the center of the star. There are 3 main addressing systems in use today. The MAC address is a unique identifier for every network device in existence. No 2 are alike, and once assigned, it cannot be changed. This is just like your social security number. IP addresses are what identify your device depending on where you plug into the network. It is changeable, like your home address when you move. The original IP version 4 system started running out of IP addresses as the internet grew larger and larger, and so the newer version 6 was developed and is now also in use, and eventually will phase out version 4. The World Wide Web is made up of thousands, perhaps millions, of web pages, and there are several domain extensions that are commonly used. These include .com for commercial-based websites, or .org for nonprofit websites, .net for smaller systems, .edu for education-based websites, .gov for government agencies, .mil for military-based websites, and then various extensions for all of the different countries in the world, as you see here with these examples. In summary, the information provided in these 2 networking videos is more than enough to prepare you for any networking questions you may encounter on the certification test.